Here at Level Best, we love playing games.
Love it.
So each episode, we spin the great wheel of games
The Great Wheel of Games.
so we can pick a new game to play in between episodes and return the following episode and have a fun discussion about that game. In a fun series we like to call Play or Pass. Tonight, we're talking about a game called Dead Letter Dept.
Yes, we are.
A pretty universally loved game. I feel like most people like this game.
Yes, overwhelmingly positive out
On
of the
Steam,
reviews on Steam. It came out January 30th, 2025. So it's been a minute since the game came out. It's developed by Mike Monroe and published by Belief Engine. So I imagine, from my understanding, it seems like a solo dev situation.
Yeah.
So that's Mike Monroe. Like we said, overwhelmingly positive. And what it is you're working at a data entry job in the big city. You don't know what city it is. But you type up and transcribe the lost mail and letters that have nowhere else to go. But as the days carry on, oddities in the mail start to emerge and cracks begin to appear. And appear they do.
Yeah, basically you're transcribing like addresses and things written on postcards
Yes.
that couldn't be read by the computer's automated system.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're typing that in as a human. It's basically like think of it like a CAPTCHA, like how computers can't read CAPTCHAs. So we type it in and that confirms that we're human. Well, the computer can't read some of these letters and we have to transcribe it so that the computer can read it.
Yes.
Kind of makes sense. It seems like a plausible job that could exist. And it seems like there's some lore behind that too, where you're like basically helping the computer learn how to read that stuff over time.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of a cool concept.
Yeah,
But to break it down more basically, it's a typing game.
it is a typing game. And you are like the whole sort of idea is that you're working for this company, and like you said, it's based on like machine learning. It has like a name. It's like the OCRAI,
Yeah.
and it stands for something longer.
Oh,
I don't know what
I
it
thought you were
is.
about to recite what it stands for. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is, but for a typing
Yeah.
game that isn't just solely sitting there typing.
Yeah, it's an atmospheric horror typing mystery game. What I would like to show first is a clip titled "What Most of the Game Is," because this is kind of, at least for me, how a lot of the game went. I found myself enjoying what I was playing, writing the address, trying to see, oh, is that a 6 or an 8? And then you get like a long thing like this, and it's like, oh, okay, here we go. And you gotta like zoom in, read it, type it out little by little.
Yes.
Before I knew it, my life had wasted by. That's sad. It feels like I'm in some sort of dream or coma. And you're just typing. And if you're like me, you're typing very slowly while looking down at your keyboard. I'm not much of a typist. Some sort of dream or coma.
The problem
and I kept
is
trying to understand.
Some of the language in the sentences are like, I don't know, like not naturally something I would say, and so it's hard to type it.
It feels like a typing test.
It does feel like a typing test.
Like some things are just run-on sentences and like drawn out with extra words, or words that are spelled a little like they're like big words basically, and it's like you're just trying to test my typing. I see what you're doing.
Yeah,
and it's a little annoying sometimes.
So that's pretty much the main gist of the game is that typing. But how it starts is that you have moved to the big city. I'm not sure how
Oh
recent
yeah.
that you've moved, but it's pretty new. You've moved to the big city. This is the first job that you've gotten. And throughout the game, you are sort of corresponding back to someone.
Mm.
Um, there's a couple options that you get to write a letter. In the very beginning, you start out like that, and you're writing a letter to someone. There's a couple different options that you can choose from. And so that's how you start the game.
I want to say this now before we get any further. We're spoiling our playthroughs of this game. Apparently, there's a lot of different endings and a lot of different ways that your game could uh, go, and so we're only spoiling the way our game went. So spoilers, spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm curious to, what at the beginning you create your letter to this mysterious somebody. What did your letter look
Yes.
like? Because you had different. I had a feeling that we kind of went down the same road with this, and so I want to compare yours to mine.
Yeah. So this is my letter. And so it read, "Hey asshole, my time here has been a real learning experience. This new city is confusing and harsh. I'm having a rough time. I got a data entry job typing up the junk that computers can't auto read. Despite everything, I wish I could come back. Turns out, I guess I miss you after all."
Oh, that's
Yeah,
kind of sweet.
it's kind of sweet. But yeah, I went with at first I was like, all right, I'm gonna be like a total like jerk. But then I kept reading like the one that seemed like the mean response, and I was like, oh, that doesn't feel that doesn't feel right. And then I signed
Yeah.
it all off with sincerely.
Okay. So
So
maybe it's like, hey asshole, like
yeah,
buddy, hey
yeah,
dickhead,
yeah. That's how
talking to your bro.
I'm thinking about it.
I went full negative. I went full
Oh,
negative.
you
Hey,
did it.
asshole. My time here has been rough, but nothing compared to the hell that was living with you. The city sucks, but it's still an upgrade. I don't regret leaving. I don't miss you. Thanks for nothing.
Dang. So I'm guessing that we definitely got different endings.
You think this had something to do with
I
the
think so.
differences? Maybe,
I think
maybe.
so. Um, so one thing I'm interested in is it doesn't seem like this comes back up any in the game outside of another time that you write another letter. But in
Yeah.
my playthrough, like none of this really came up.
I don't know who I'm talking to still. It
Yeah.
seems like it's maybe an old roommate, like someone you used to live with back at your old place, but some of the responses that you can give, it's like you're like really wishing you could go back and
Yeah.
live there again. And like some of the dialogue, it seems like your thoughts are
Yeah.
talking about how like, oh, I could really start fresh if I go back. I could really try this over again. Like it feels like I'm starting off at the wrong foot with this data entry job. It just doesn't feel like it's cutting
Yeah.
the mustard because you're really having a hard time making rent. You're late on every rent payment. Rent's due weekly for some reason at the place
Yeah.
you're staying.
That sucks.
Um, it sucks. It just
Yeah.
sucks. So it's a crappy situation. You're going to a crappy job. It's night shift. You're working overnight, and then the thing is, there's this real feeling of isolation throughout the game too, because you're
Yes.
not you're not seeing any other people ever.
You're in an office by
There
yourself.
or you're leaving your apartment at the dead of night, and so all you hear is like slight noises through the walls that maybe there are other people in the apartment complex, but you never see anything.
One thing I am interested in, so you get this apartment in the big city. If you read through the letter on the table, you have an address for where your apartment was.
Right.
I wondered if all of them are the same or if it does play off of like regions that you're in.
Oh.
And
It must
so,
be the same. But I do remember because I remember looking at that letter on the counter and thinking, whoa, no.
So that's what I thought.
Mine
So
was in Reno, Nevada.
okay, so I have a clip of my
Yours in West
this.
Virginia.
I know.
Whoa, that's creepy.
Yeah. So this is a clip of me getting that address. To answer your inquiry, your mailing address is 700 Redden Drive, apartment 454, Printer, West Virginia. What? I wonder if this is like if this is the address for everybody or if this is just based on my area. Weird. I don't know. It seemed too much of a coincidence to be like that. And so that address in that city did pop up in the game a lot. And I'm guessing that yours did as well.
Well, I noticed there was one thing that I was transcribing for the address that it said I was at in Reno, Nevada, which for me, Reno, Nevada is like 3 hours away from where I live. It's kind of far.
Yeah.
So it's not it's not the same state at all or anything. So I don't know how I must just be a crazy random coincidence or maybe it's
Printer
it's kind
is 3 hours from me.
Interesting. Something to think about.
Yeah.
But I did notice first of all I wrote down my home address in game on a notepad.
Okay.
Just to keep it on the side, just in case I needed it for anything. I don't know. But then I noticed that address, and then the next day I had a new letter in the mail or on my counter. And I was like, oh, I wonder if one of these was that mail that I just like proofread yesterday. One thing that upon starting the game, I was trying to figure out was like, what is my job? What's my actual job?
Yeah.
Because there are several mails that are just poorly spelled.
Yeah.
Lots of things are spelled wrong. And I'm like, am I supposed to write down what the letters that I see are? Or am I supposed to correct this? So we can let this clip play. It's kind of just my thoughts on that matter. Really? Road, RODE. I think this guy just doesn't know how to type. My job is to write what's on there. My job isn't to correct. I'm not a spell checker. CRNER. RODE. My job isn't to spell check. Let's see what auto suggest does. Control T. So the auto suggest wants me to fix the spelling mistakes. I don't think that's right. Personally, I don't think that's something I should be doing. They don't pay me enough.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean? They don't pay me enough.
I do have to say that I called that Brian, but now looking back at it, it's clearly O'Brien.
Did you use the autocorrect a lot? I did. I used it quite a bit too.
I did have a moment where, like, speaking about the typing thing and like knowing what your job is, I had a moment where it was just straight up nonsense, like on the thing. And so I broke company policy. I just typed something out that wasn't it for sure.
Ooh, I remember this one.
And so I was just trying to like see if this would work, and it did. So like, did you have any ideas? What is this?
I think for this one I didn't write anything, and it let me through.
Gibberish. So I just typed gibberish, and then later I read like the company policy of like, do not put in anything that isn't accurate on there.
Right.
I was like, dang, I broke company policy.
Well, don't let aliens send mail then, because
That's true.
I can't read their language.
Yeah.
I think for that one I just didn't write anything.
There was some big moments though. That other clip that I have is that I almost typed out an absolute insane thing. And so this is what I got on my screen. Did you get this one?
That's crazy. That's actually my password
That's what I thought.
for everything right there.
That's what I thought.
No, yeah, I got this. Anytime it says to transcribe the highlighted text.
Yeah.
So when I got stuff like this, I didn't. But then the problem is there is something to write. It wouldn't accept nothing
Yeah.
for this one. And so you had to like kind of decide, okay, which part of this is supposed to be the highlighted text.
Yes.
I did end up getting this one though. Yeah.
Yeah. I ended up getting it, but this is what my experience was in the beginning because I was like, there's no highlighted text. Do I have to type this?
Stop. Stop.
I'm going to delete all that because I don't want to type that.
No, don't.
Who is watching whom?
Nice.
I finally got it. But
Yeah.
dang, I was like, do I seriously have to type all this out? Because it was after a moment where I had like this freaking like page long story about like somebody shoving a horn up somebody's butthole and burning out their insides. Which was like, it was so long. It was like a 300-page paper that I had to type up.
A lot of typing in this game.
Yes.
That's one thing I forgot to mention at the beginning, but I did have to change my keyboard because my keyboard, I have like a 60% like small little keyboard.
Yeah.
That doesn't have all it says you need insert, page up, page down to flip pages. And I don't have, and all three of those aren't on this keyboard. So I had to swap keyboards. I don't have page up, page down, do I? Insert. I don't think I have insert either. I have a tiny keyboard. My keyboard is so tiny. Oh no. Okay. I have another keyboard. Yeah, I had to go and dig and find a new keyboard. But I got the job done. It worked.
Got it done.
But it also affected my typing speeds. What was your average overall typing speed? Mine was like 25 words per minute. It was terrible.
My average, I think I had like something like 36 per second or something.
Yeah, I spent a lot of the game because there was so much typing. I was really trying to discipline myself and not look down at my keyboard while I was typing. But I unfortunately broke quite often and ended up just kind of like reading 5 words and then looking down on my keyboard and typing them all.
Yeah.
And looking back up and going back and forth. And there's some creepy stuff in this game that if you're looking down at your keyboard, you don't get to see.
Yeah.
I have a clip for that too. The creepy stuff. Yeah, that one. Hello from one of the most southern cities in the world. Do you know what that circle thing is?
I don't know.
The circle post-it? Well, that just popped up while I was staring down on my keyboard. If it was supposed to freak me out, it didn't until way later, till I was like, wait, when did that get here?
So there was one that popped up at the bottom of my monitor, and then later in the game, that left one popped up on my monitor. So it looks like you got the one on the left first.
I never got one down below.
Oh, interesting. But this is like the first time that I experienced that, like, if you're looking at the screen, something will get you.
Yeah.
Okay, more from the queue. Oh, another. That one there is just those little things that are like, wait, why did do that?
Or like you're flipping the page, you're flipping through the pages back and forth, and then a picture of like a really dark picture of some ugly teeth or something like that.
Yeah.
Some random thing pops up too. and then you try to like flip back to it to like, what was that? And it's gone.
The teeth thing is super crazy, like I think. And then there's like
Gross.
other things that are like, I don't know, it looks like bodies in a body bag, or like I don't, there was just like a lot of different weird things in there. And then some of the text
Yeah.
that was highlighted was like that I had was like let it rot, and then it was just like
Yep.
disgusting stuff.
There was one point where I ended my shift and there was a chair set up right behind my chair, as if somebody was sitting in the chair, like looking over my shoulder, watching the screen.
Whoa.
The vibes in this game are top
Are-
notch.
So the one that really got me the most was I realized that something was out to get me on my way to work.
You too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
have so I don't know if you have a clip
I have
for
a
this,
clip.
but
Well, I don't know. I got to see what you're talking about first,
Okay.
but I think it's the same.
Okay. I was like, nope.
Creepy ass game, dude.
Dude.
Creepy ass game.
Bro.
Mhm.
Dude, get me the fuck out of here. It was so creepy. And I'm just like, I'm cruising. I'm holding shift. It makes me go a little bit faster, I think. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm out of here. I got to get out of here. So you had that too.
I did. Yeah. Do you want to know what happens if you don't move on and you stop and wait?
Yes.
Because that's what I did. I always stop at that door because there's always some noise inside. What the hell's going on? Am I gonna die? I'm gonna stay right here until something happens.
What?
I fast forwarded it a lot. It took a little while. Am I dead? Did I die?
Oh.
Okay, last time I played, yesterday, I had died.
So you did die.
Oh, it's like there's something all over the screen or something.
So it says in the game, like in the beginning, that you get one checkpoint.
Yeah, I don't know what that refers to, but I did die. I ended my session for that night and then
Yeah.
came back the following day, picked it back up, and then there was the markings all over my screen. Like my camera lens was smudged all over
Smudged, yeah.
for the rest of the game.
I had that too, like at some point.
You did too?
Where it looked like there was something like an eye or something like looking
circles, yeah.
in my screen. That part was so freaky. So there's one where I was just like, I knew that I was starting to lose it, like sort of myself and in the game. I just like couldn't comprehend what was going on, and I was just like, I felt like I was losing my mind. Like I didn't know how this game was working, and I was doing everything wrong.
Huh.
Yo, what the hell is happening, dude? What the fuck?
Oh. Smart. Go around. Oh.
It doesn't let you. What the heck was happening, dude? So I was in the middle of typing. It kicked me out onto that, like into that space where I was walking, and then finally when I fell, it just like
Just
put
snapped you back.
just snapped me back to where
Yeah.
I was.
Huh.
It was freaky.
One very irritating segment
I would.
that it was frustrating. And then you might think the same thing. The part after this was also very frustrating, and it took me a while to figure out what to do or where to go next. Maybe Flickers of Dark needs to be at the start, at the top. But like you're supposed to read. I couldn't read what it said.
Yeah.
And it took me forever to like get things in the right order. And I was flagged for reprocessing. I had to redo it like 3 times. Oh, thank God.
Oh, look at your screen. Mine
My
wasn't
screen's
that.
all blotchy.
Mine wasn't that bad.
And so after that one, it kicks you out. You're done for the day, but everything's dark. You turn around, your desk is gone. You turn around, your whole office is empty. And so you leave. All the doors around you are open. You're walking down the hallway. It's really dark. I got turned around like 3 times. Ended up back in the empty office. And I just kept going back and forth. I couldn't find my way out. And I ended up realizing like toward the end, I'm back in my apartment, and I tried just clicking on the bed, and I think that's what worked. I don't know. But it was so dark I couldn't even tell it was my apartment. It was kind of annoying. I didn't know what was going on.
So I didn't have that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I had a moment where I didn't have a door on my apartment, but
On your apartment?
yeah. And then everything was foggy, not dark. And then there was also a moment where I had a camera pointing down at my bed. And then I walked away and I came back in and the camera was gone.
What the hell?
It's freaky. Like literally freaks you out because it just, like you said, builds that atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, you're gonna be toasted.
I basically have the ending of my ending.
Okay.
We already did spoiler warning, so this is spoilers. But like I said, I ran out of time on my clock. I ran out of time. Oh shit. I ran out of time. Does that mean I lose? Am I dead? The game crashed? What the hell? I just worked so hard, my wrists are killing me. So I reopened the game to this. Something's going on, or something's not going on. I don't know what's happening. Just nothing.
Should I restart?
Just this.
Should I close it and restart again? Is this just what the game does when you run out of time, when you don't do things quick enough? I'm a slow typer. It's not my fault. Okay.
So I close it, I reopen it.
Okay.
Extinguished. Ending. Extinguished ending. End game results. Ending extinguished. Time to complete 3 hours 30 minutes. Curse amount
Whoa.
11.
What are curses?
I don't know. I didn't have 11.
So yeah, you see, I had good accuracy.
Yeah.
I think what screwed up my accuracy was having that one that got flagged for reprocessing like 3 times.
Okay.
But otherwise, it might have been 100% accuracy. Slow and
Steady wins the race.
11 curses though. I don't know what that means.
So I had 2 curses.
Oh.
I had an average of 37.41 words per minute at an accuracy
Nice.
of 98.66.
Okay.
136 mail processed, 5 flagged for reprocessing. Longest workday session 1.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Me
I assume
neither.
like my first work day.
I have longest
But
workday session 4. I don't
so
understand.
this game's clearly, like I said, lots of endings and there's a lot of replayability involved. Like I am intrigued. I want to replay this.
Okay,
All right.
so this is the ending that I got, which was in fact different from yours.
Yeah.
Same
Clearly.
same scenario though. Like
Did you run out of
at the
time?
end. No, I didn't. But
Oh. Yeah. Ugh.
this
Did
was
you ever get that feeling? You see this pop up and you're like, ugh.
every single time that I had something like
God.
this, I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
This was the worst part of the game.
The
And it's the whole game.
The long typing. If it was just the addresses, that part, easy peasy.
Ugh.
Just the same. But this is where it got me. I wasn't typing that.
Oh.
I was trying to backspace it because I didn't like where it was going.
Yeah. That's creepy. Computer blew up or something?
So you hear that like sound,
Yeah,
right?
squelching. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're moving like a snail.
Yeah, so slow.
You're slinking across the floor.
So there it is. So
Possession.
yeah, I got the possession ending.
2 curses.
2
How-
curses.
What?
And so I was possessed by the little like hands.
The hands.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it
You
said
did
on the
submit
I did submit my body and soul to the
forever.
forever and ever. I saw where it was going and I was like, nope. Backspace.
Too late. It's
It was
too
too
late.
late.
You,
I
you
already did it.
You committed. Yeah.
Dang.
This game's creepy. It does a lot so right. And it does some stuff wrong. Like the main gameplay of it, just typing paragraphs of text and zooming in and trying to guess the right letters and numbers, and not my favorite. I'll
Yes.
admit. It's just not for me, the typing. I'm not a typist. I'm not good at typing. I don't like typing that much. It hurts my wrists. Maybe I'm just not sitting ergonomically enough, but typing a lot hurts my hands, and it's no fun for me. I don't like it. And so for that reason alone, like I don't know if I'll actually replay this game. I
Yeah.
might maybe in a while just to work on trying to type better without looking at the keyboard. I think
Yeah.
that's a good practice. But it's a lot of typing and I just don't think it's fun. I think I'd probably sooner just watch a YouTube video essay breaking down the whole game and all the endings or whatever,
Yeah.
than play through it again. And then it's $12 on sale right now, normally $15. It's just not my cup of tea. I think if I were to play it more, push through and see, the lore and all the mail and learn all the ins and outs of what's going on in the lore and in the world, maybe I'll like it more. But just as a casual person playing a game, it's not for me. Now, I am an outlier, clearly, because all reviews overwhelmingly positive on this game, but it's just personally, it's not for me. I think it's a pass.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's so hard, but it's a personal thing. It's got to be a pass for me.
So I agree with you. I think the atmosphere is there, the horror aspect of it is there, the multiple endings scenario, that there's at least 14 hidden objectives that I have right now. So I have 2 objectives. There's 14 other hidden objectives
Objectives? What are those?
or achievements. And so so I'm guessing that there is at least 5 to 6 more endings. I think like now that you mention a YouTube video breaking down the game, I could see myself doing that before I would play it again.
Yeah.
But I honestly am gonna give it a play because I think it's a good like amount of content. Like I beat it in like 2.5 hours um
Yeah.
to my ending. But the long drawn out stories I don't think are necessary as a part of the lore and the story. It does like some of them are really good. Like there's one where it's like she died 6 years ago and it's like mail that's continuing to be delivered to this address but the woman is like
Yeah.
clearly dead. And so
Pretty
like
sad.
that is super sad, but that makes sense. Like you keep getting that letter and it's just more written on it. And so
Yeah.
that's like a lore thing that's like, relevant to the mail that you're typing. But like learning about like burning through the anus is that didn't seem necessary.
I was thinking that like while I was typing some of the things that this game made me type, I was thinking like, dang, whoever put malware on my computer and they have a keylogger installed and they're just waiting for me to type my password. They're getting a lot more than that with some of this stuff. They put the corpse on a meat hook and then ate 11 pounds of its flesh. Like, whoa.
So I
Anyway, sorry.
ultimately I'm gonna give it a play because I think it's worth playing through. However, you will likely dislike those parts that we're talking about if you're not a typer kind of person.
Anyway, that's a mixed play and pass. A pass from SureManCool and a play from the Dirty Tooth. A mixed result here at level best.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, hopefully at least it gave you a better idea of what to expect getting into Dead Letter Department, and you can make your own choice from there. But Tooth, I think it's time to move on and add some games to the Great Wheel of Games. Spin the wheel and
Yeah.
get our next game for the next episode. What do you think?
I think you're right.
Okay, me first. Me first. Me.
Okay, you first. You first.
Me. I'm adding the game Quarantine Zone: The Last Check. This
Oh.
game comes out January 12th. Quarantine Zone command the checkpoint in a collapsing city, screen survivors, manage scarce resources, and hold back the undead. Every choice matters, and one mistake could unleash the plague beyond your walls. So people are trying to come through the quarantine zone. You check their body for bites or signs of them being or becoming a zombie, and then if they're good, you let them through. If not, uh, you say no way, Jose, and you don't let them through.
It looks like something that's on my wish list already. So I'm excited for
Okay,
this
then.
one.
Add it to the list. Put it on the wheel. Let's freaking do it.
Let's go. All right.
What about you? What are you
Well,
adding to the wheel?
if you had to pick a number between 1 and 2, what would it be?
1. Because
1.
you always got to look out for number 1.
Always got to look out for number 1. So the game that I'm adding is called 7 Days Blood Moons. It's a 4v1 fight to the death. Survivors fortify bases and scavenge for materials, while the zombie master commands and possesses the horde to crush them. Play solo or with
Interesting.
friends. Up to 4 survivors can team up against a human or AI zombie master who will prevail.
The Zombie Master.
So you
Interesting
control
concept.
the horde of zombies as the zombie master. So
Yeah.
7
Love
days
the art
Blood
style
Moons.
too.
Really
cool
cool
looking art.
right?
Yeah.
So that's the one.
Nice. Throw it on the freaking
So a
Great
little
Wheel of Games.
little tower defense zombie horde game. It's not one that we play a lot.
Can I just say I hate the name of that game? 7 Days Blood Moons.
Yeah.
What the hell? Do you want your game to die?
I don't understand it. It's mixed reviews, and I think it's probably for the name.
The name, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Right on. Okay,
All
then.
right.
I think it's time, man.
Let's do it.
Spin
Spin
that
that
wheel.
wheel. No whammies, no whammies.
Big money, big money. No way.
Whoa.
Finally. Holy.
Okay.
Star Trucker. Is this game still on Game Pass? Hold up.
This is one that you added.
Yup. Long time ago.
And it's mixed. Recent reviews are mixed on Steam. But you
Really?
you haul cargo, trade, salvage, and keep your spacesuit close as you search for fame and fortune among the stars in a game that puts an interstellar twist on the truck sim genre. So it's a truck sim in space.
Yeah, it is. Only in space. Yep.
Only in space.
Star Trucker. Hell yeah. Nice.
Let's go. Okay.
Okay, it's on Game Pass if you have Game Pass. If you don't have Game Pass, it's currently on sale. So if you wanted to buy the game, play it in between episodes and come and join our discussion next episode, maybe in the comments or in the live chat because we record these live, then go ahead. But otherwise, don't buy the game yet. Wait for our episode. Wait for our discussion and whether or not we recommend people play or pass on Star Trucker. And you can make a good decision for yourself, at least based on what a couple chuckleheads online say.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. That's a
Good one.
I feel like it's been like a year since I put Star Trucker on the Great Wheel of Games.
September 3rd, 2024 release date.
Right on. Well, that's it for us here at Level Best for a Player Pass. It's a mixed reviews for Dead Letter Department. One play, one pass. Thanks for watching. That's it. We'll see you next Player Pass. Subscribe. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.